when I was about 12, my mother started dating a guy, and the best way I could describe it, and I describe to people in my story, is she left me for another guy. You know, when your mom, she lived in the same town, not far. And I'm not a. It's not a huge town. I mean, it's, I guess a regular sized town, but not even. I wouldn't even call it a city. Um, but she lived in the same town as me, but I never saw her for. It would go weeks without even seeing her, talking to her, or anything like that. So I'm living with my grandmother at that time, and when I did see her or did go over there at this time, I'd already started smoking cigarettes. Again, I'm 12 years old. I'm smoking weed, doing all the drugs. I'm early, young.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I would go over there and she let me do all, smoke cigarettes, take a drink here and there. And again, you don't realize what it's doing to you then, especially being so young. You're just trying to, again, for me, I guess, was just, I'm now getting attention from my mother. Um, so about a year later, she, he, the guy ended up in jail. She moved in with her dad or his dad, and at the time, man, we ended up moving. I ended up living with them, with her and his dad, and even then, my mother wasn't around a lot because she worked, and so here I am, 13 years old, taking care of my little brother. A lot of times, I would have to get him up, get him dressed, ready for school, and around that time, I was about seventh or eighth grade, so I was 13, 14, whatever, but. So I had to get him up, get him ready for school, do all those things, and then come home, and I'm the one getting getting him a sandwich after lunch, getting his homework started, things like that. So, being young but also having to be an adult, kind of again played a lot into my life, and now into things that I do on the good side of things. But kind of fast forward a little bit, about a few months later, I guess about a year later, after living with her and him, my mother ended up in jail.